check, check. 1, 1, 2, 2, check. Okay, no echo, no echo, no echo. All right, here we go, guys. Hello to all, and to all a good night. Happy October 30th. Happy birthday to my brother today. It's his big birthday. We want to wish him a happy birthday, and we want to congratulate those of you who have succeeded in this endeavor up to this point for your loans and your grants and those things like that. Hey, Road Lion. Pleasure to see you. Hope all is well. I had a couple questions that I wanted to answer for comments that I had. One question was, a lady was saying, what about the F506T form? What box do I check? You check box number 8, ma'am. Next, that's the main box that most people check. If you got a 1099 form, you will be checking box number 8 on the 4506T form. I hope, from what's going on right now, just to let everybody know, I am in the 3rd reconsideration letter of my own to the SBA for the second round increase. Call it what you will, but it's the second round. For those of you who have gotten the first round, it would be like your second. A lot of people are like, it's not called the second round. Well, Qna'S called it the second round, so I'm just calling it a second round. If you got 1 and you got 2, it's kind of like a stimulus check. We're looking for a second round of stimulus checks. I did get the Eidl loan May, and I asked for reconsideration for the additional funds this week, and they emailed me back, asked for my recent tax return and the 4506T. Yes, sir. 4506T. That's what you need to do. I got the directions if you want to check on that last video I made, Road Lion. The directions are there. Actually, I got a really good video of how to fill out that form as well. Let me see if I can find that for you. If you've seen that video, I'm not sure, Road Lion, but it takes you through step by step. I will see if I can get that for you right now. It is the how to get out of round 2 loans. Here you go, Road Lion. There's the link, Road Lion, to how to get the Eidl round 2 loans. Got approved for 10K on second round. Congratulations, Mahendra Chichuria. Yeah. Let's give it up. Give it up for Mahendra Chichuria. Woohoo! Way to go. That's awesome. Now is the perfect time to click that like and subscribe button. Way to go, Mahendra. She got approved for the second round, and then they said there was no chance. Thank you, Road Lion. You're awesome, too. I'm going to have to... Thank you very much. Let's see, Road Lion says 4506T they sent me was partially filled out and had pre-marked box 6. I'm a female, by the way. Okay, you can pre-mark. If they have a pre-marked box 6, go ahead and leave it at that. That's the one they must have wanted. Kind of interesting that they did that, but a lot of people are just going to be filling out and I marked on number 8 because I'm a 1099, so I checked number 8. Road Lion, I did see it, and 4506 they sent me in pre-marked. I'm a female, by the way. Really, Road Lion? That's a female. Road Lion sounds more manly, but hey. Welcome, Road Lion, ma'am, young lady. It's good to have you here. And thank you for watching the videos, and hopefully I can help you. And hopefully you can be like Mahendra Chichuria, getting 10K on the second round. That is the coolest news I've heard all day. Thanks, followed your video, submitted the information, got it back for approval today. Really? Hey, Mahendra, how long did that take, if you don't mind me asking? About how long ago did you file? That's awesome. I had to turn in a 2022. Yes. I mean, John, it's a good, if you've got to turn in the 2022, if they're asking you for that, then that's great. That's cool. That's, there's a chance that you could get it. If they're asking you for information, that's a good thing. When they tell you you've given them all the information and no, they don't see the significance of giving you another loan, that's a little harder. And thank you, Road Lion. You're awesome too. Thanks for following my vids. We got approved for the first round. Can we apply again? Yes, Ashina Farrington. Ashina, if I got approved for the first round, can I apply again? Yes, you can. Just like Mahendra Chaturia below you says approximately 2 weeks or so. Yes, that is. This one's for you, man. Oh. Good job. Good job. That's such good news. I gotta write that down. Mahendra, I am gonna give you a shout out in my next video and say congratulations to you so the world can see that Mahendra Chaturia 10K. That's amazing. That's congratulations. 2 weeks. 2 weeks that's a blessing to get it in that amount of time, because I've been going through my second round now I'm going to turn this off for a second. I've been going through my second round now for probably a month trying to get the second one. And so to see you did it in 2 weeks, that's amazing. Congratulations, Mahendra. Tax information, SS card, and ID and basic stuff. Wow, that's great. Well, that's cool. I hope that gives everybody out there tonight who's watching this, and more that will come, I'm sure, that gives them a lot of hope that it's possible if you try. If you don't try, the only one to blame is yourself. So I say go for it. And Road Lion says, Mahendra, they approved you for round 2 within 2 weeks. That's great. What did they ask from you? Okay, you got that. Good job. That's cool, man. Submitted again. 2202 forms. Resubmit the first documents. Yeah, I had just to let you know, I'll probably be putting what's newsworthy. The Callaway asks, what's newsworthy? What's newsworthy is people are getting the second round of the Eidl loans. If you've gotten one loan, you should be reconsideration now for something new. As you can see, Mahendra Chaturia just joined us, and she had just gotten $10,000. We had a Gemini 1. He had just gotten $8,000 more, and we had a who was the other one? For the Love Off. Had gotten, they doubled on what they had. They had gotten a loan for, say, $10,000 as well. They got another $10,000. So people are getting more money again on the second round, which is really, really cool. And I want to just encourage those out there that you can get it. You can get that round if you apply yourself and fill out the information. Even if you don't fill out correctly the first time, they'll come around the second time and ask you for a little more information. And that happens. Sometimes you even give them the correct information and they want to ask you for a little bit more or a little bit less or the same exact information. Sometimes they will ask for the same information over and over again. It's crazy. So with that said, congratulations. Wait, did they approve the 10K? I got 1,000. Should I be expecting the 9K? Nope. No, that's the Eidl grant. We're talking about the Eidl loan, Callaway. They haven't done anything with that thus far. They haven't gotten the Eidl grants have not been resubmitted to Congress as far as everybody getting their full 10K back yet. If that does come along, it'll come along with the second stimulus package because there is a $50 billion allocated in that package for the Eidl grant. So we're waiting on the stimulus to find out if we're getting that full 10,000 or not yet. But that's still up in the air, and it's not looking like it's definitely not going to happen. It's looking more or less like it won't, but it could, that you still could get 9,000 soon, which would be a blessing for everybody. This is the second time they asked for my 2019 return in the 4506T. well, then you're probably dealing with the same person that I am, or the same people, Rhode Island, because I am on my third reconsideration letter, and I just talked to an agent last night, and they said to send the same information back that I sent them the first time. So it's a revolving door until finally it gets onto the right desk. That's where we're at right now. That's where I'm at, and I'm pretty sure it sounds like that's where you're at too. So yeah, you just got to send them the information. And what happened with mine is the first time I called a representative, they had told me that the numbers that I gave them were wrong, and I need to resubmit my numbers. I didn't do anything. I just called the next day or the day after, and I reconsidered another letter. They give me a copy and paste letter, the exact same thing I did. So I called up the agent again, and they told me something totally different. They said, look, you made too much money this year to get a loan, or you didn't make enough this year to get a loan. And I said, oh, did you want me to make more money than I made last year? They said, yeah, you need to make more this year during COVID than you did last year. And I said, you're crazy. That makes no sense. It's not, I can go to a regular bank for that if that's the case. But anyway, I hung up and I got done with him. And then I called another rep, and they said that I didn't submit the correct documents, and that's why I didn't get the loan. So I got 3 different reps on the phone with 3 totally different answers. And I was wondering, where do I stand with this? So where I stand with it is I'm reconsidering. Let me say this straight so we can get this straight. I'm sending back the first reconsideration letter that I gave them with all the information. Again, the exact same thing I did on my first reconsideration email to them. I know. What sense does it make? It doesn't. But that's where we're at, Rhode Lion. I know where you're at, and I feel it because I'm going through the exact same thing, which is why I would like people out there to know that this is the process. What can I do differently that I should do better? Sometimes you're doing everything correctly. Sometimes you are doing spot on what you're supposed to be doing for the reconsideration letter, for the second round. You give them exactly what you're supposed to, and they still give you this run and round. And the power here lies in the consistency of keeping it going and keeping the application out there, the reconsiderations coming, and that so on and so on. So what's the news with the second stimulus? Are we getting things done before November 3rd? Doubtfully. I'm going to say, I've been saying it ever since June. We are not going to get a single dime from the stimulus checks. As far as stimulus checks go, we should not see a dime until at least mid-November, because Pelosi and the Democrats are waiting for the elections to be over. After it's over, the stimulus checks here or there can't hurt the Democrats, and Pelosi will probably just sign the lower end bill. So that's probably where we're at with that. But I'm not going to get too excited about something that I have no idea about, because Pelosi's in control of that. But we are in control of whether we get that grant or not. I'm sorry, but if we are in control if we get the second round of the Eidl loan or not. And it's such a cool thing that Mahendra Chituria on here says that she just got her second second Eidl loan for $10,000. That was crazy. That's awesome. It's great news. I'm so proud of you, Mahendra. It's awesome to see that you did that. And she says that they just asked for her tax information, social security card, and basic stuff. That's great, man. That is such a killer story. I wish they would have done that with mine. So kudos to you. Well, it looks like it's going to be kind of a slow night tonight. I don't know if there's an election or whatever, but I don't see any questions out there. Then I am going to call it an early night. Why are we waiting until after the election? Shaking my head. I don't believe nothing anymore. They keep switching things up. Callaway, you shouldn't believe anything anymore. You know what? I've got a song for you, Callaway. It goes like this. This is for all those stimulus check updates you've been getting, Callaway. This song is for you, my friend. If you still Do you? Do you still believe them? All those things he told you.
That I told you.
About that stimulus update.
You're gonna get that PPP. Oh, and that Eidl too. But now you know that it's not for you.
It's not for you, Callaway.
Yeah, I'm talking about that stimulus package too. Oh, and you still get so excited.
Do you? Do you still get
breaking news update from one of those clickbait titles by maybe Lay. Oh,
do you still believe them right now?
and you'll
never ever not believe them.
me. No, you won't. You still believe me right now, then you'll never ever not believe me. Oh, no, you won't.
That was for you, Callaway. I feel your pain, man. I know what you've been going through. We've all been going through that. We've all been going through that, my friend. I made that song just for you because I felt your pain. That if I listened to another stimulus package update, I was wasting my time. And I felt like that back in June. And we're in November. I'm not waiting for stimulus packages, and neither should you. Neither should anybody out there who thinks that the stimulus is going to come via way of listening to somebody give them a stimulus package. When there's a breaking news, everybody has on the same thing. Breaking news, we get our stimulus checks. That's the cover story. Then you'll get it. Wait for, Washington Post or New York Post to say, hey, you're going to get it. Or wait for you to hear from Muchin. Hey, we're sending them out. But those other guys, stimulus package update, same as it was 5 months ago. I ain't about that. We will be giving you updates on, like Mahendra just got $10,000 because she wasn't watching those updates. She was watching programs that were going to get her money. That's what you should be on there for, man. That's what we're on here for, to move you forward, to see you get paid. And things that you can control, not things we really can't. This is what we can do and how we can get it done. So hopefully, you're welcome, Mahendra. Thank you for watching, and I'm glad that you I'm happy for you, man. That's just, everybody give it up for Mahendra Kachaturia, second round Eidl loan for Mahendra. Great job, man. That's awesome news. Keep it up, Mahendra. McMahon says La La Late is a piece of They cut that out. They won't let me show that one. But that's what Mike McCann said. The Callaway, I don't believe nothing until it's deposited in my account. That's a good answer. Richard Smith, I initially received the Eidl grant for $2K and got denied for the Eidl loan back in May. I haven't done anything since. Should I now reapply for the Eidl loan since I had it opened back up? No, you should do reconsideration letter. Richard, you should just submit a reconsideration. I would not do another application. Because your application goes on file, then you get 2 applications on file, and it could take twice as long because one application is bumping heads with the next. If you go back and say, hey, I was denied for such and such a reason, and even say, why can you go in depth and give me details so that I can fix that just in a reconsideration letter, Richard, just in a simple reconsider email to them and go with that, because you don't have to take no as an answer. Here's the thing is I'm going on my 3rd reconsideration email for my 2nd round, and I'm not taking no, even though they said no to me 3 times. But I'm still not taking no because it's not right. I know where I stand in my business. I know what I've lost, and I know what I feel like. Yeah, I deserve something, and so do you. I think everybody out there watching this feels like they deserve some kind of recompense for what we're going through and what the government is actually putting us through for our businesses failing right now and going backwards. So we need to keep those reconsideration letters going, getting on the horn with them and talking to them. And even if we got to go as far as getting to our senators, we go to our senators as well. That's how we are all getting paid here, except for Mahendra here. Mahendra Chitura, she says she just gave him basic information for the second one, and she got it. So hopefully that can be a lot more answers with that. I'd like to see a lot more go that way. What do we got? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Initially, I received the Eidl, and I haven't done anything since. You should reapply. Yes. I'm working the elections polls right now. Oh, that's cool. Keep it fair, Callaway. Keep it fair. Are you really watching from the polls? Yay. Get out there and vote, people. Get out there and vote. John Schneider, what do you say is... So what you're trying to say is just keep bugging them. File got denied. Refile in 4506T in my tax return. Whole tax return, haven't heard anything yet. Call the SBA and just bugging. Did you send a letter or an email? An email. That's exactly what I'm saying, John Schneider. I am saying, yes, keep bugging them. Keep bugging them. Because that's where your success stories are coming from. My success stories here, if we had Denopoli, or if I'm not going to mention any full names, but if we had a few people on here that were saying, hey, I got my loan, and it wouldn't have been because I got declined the first time and let go. It would be because I kept bugging them and bugging them and bugging them. Yes, then I finally got my deposit in my account. My portal was open after bugging them about 10 times. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly it, John. Your power is in the consistency to bug them. If you've been denied and you don't feel like it was rightfully so that you were denied. If you feel like, yeah, you're right, they're legitimate on my denial. I didn't have a business back in 2019 or early 2020. I didn't even have a business. So yeah, no, this isn't a scam to try to get money from the government. This is legitimate businesses that go out bugging the government because they've been hurt they've been economically disastered, and they need a loan. That's kind of what we're about. Did you send a letter and email? Emails. Reconsideration emails is all we send. Donnie Halverson. Sup, son? What's up, Donnie? It's good to see you. Hey, everybody. Donnie in the house. Donnie in the house. Kids. All right. Good year. Good to see you, man. Sunny and Sunny is the house. Let's raise the roof. Hey, Speak. Times are good. You got TB12. You're going to watch the Super Bowl with your team in it. It's priceless. I agree. Go Bucks. That's a Buccaneers hat if you can't see from there. But yeah, man, the Bucks are just for everybody out there who is not a Buccaneers fan. I'm sorry. I know it's a pay-for team. We went out there and we got all the great players. And I'm still in this fantasy land, this dream world of being a Bucks fan because we're so not used to this. We usually get all the poor saps, we usually can't afford to buy a decent water boy. And here we are with Tom Brady and the rest of the group, man. I'm so excited about that. So I'm really, really, I'm stoked about the Bucks this year. And we got the Monday night against the Giants this week. I think it's going to be a slaughter. Brian Earnhardt. I couldn't get the loan because I entered the wrong account number. All right, well then you just do you call them up and you call up the loan officer and you tell them you need to resubmit your application on that one more than likely, or else they should just they said that on my first loan that I submitted the wrong account number and I had to resubmit a new account number. That's all. It wasn't about not getting the loan. It was just resubmitting my other account number, but I still got the loan. So you need to send in a reconsideration letter saying, hey, they declined me for the reason that I sent the wrong account number. Here's my correct account number. Send them back the T506, the 4506T form and your application number. They can pull it, throw in the 4506T form with it, and you can, from there on, you might just get that loan real quick, Brian. Try that. Try that tonight. Get off here. You don't have to keep watching me. You could probably do more by doing what I just said. Go reconsideration at sba.gov, pdc.reconsideration@sba.gov. Fill out a 4506T form and send it into them with your application number and your correct bank account number as well. Even if you don't want to put your correct bank account number now, send them that information and say, you need my proper bank account number. I can give that to you, but I would like you to reconsider my loan. Thank you. Go for it. Just go do that. Sue Thayer. Hey, everybody's doing great. Everybody's doing well. Sorry, man, I'm late. Chris Hoffman says, getting here. Did you make any headway on your Eidl? On the modification? I mean, Chris, I'm on my third SBA agent. I'm on my third letter, and I made a lot of headway because I just talked to the agent last night, and they told me to resubmit the exact first email that I resubmitted the first time. The same paperwork, the same exact everything I did, the 4506T form, your taxes, and your reason for needing a new loan. I did all that in the first one. It's out there. Everybody can watch it. I did it. They're saying I need to resubmit that exact form, the exact paperwork that I did on the first one. So they just threw me around a whole month, and I got actually to the place I started at. That's the real deal. That's how it really happens. You're welcome, Brian. I hope that helps, boss. You go get it, man. Go get it. It's just an email. This should take you 15, 20 minutes tops to do it all. And then wait for probably Monday. Monday, you'll probably get a letter back. Rachel Phillips. Hey, how's it going, Rachel? It's good to see you. I have two business. I got a grant for a loan for one. The other one they denied because I had too many applications, but I have two businesses. The lady said I send a fax with the tax forms and they lost it. What should I do? First of all, you would probably, as long as you can send two different numbers, social numbers, EIN numbers for two different businesses, there should be no problem. The other one denied because you can get two loans for different businesses. There's no problem with that. You're allowed to. Others they denied because I had too many applications, but I have two businesses. The lady said, send a fax with my tax forms, and they lost it. You just can't resend a fax with your tax forms. How are you going about in contact with them? Are you just talking to them over the phone? Do you have direct contact with your loan officer? Or are you doing this via email, Rachel? They asked me, okay, Chris Hoffman says, they asked me for the same for I already did too. Yeah. No, that's what I mean is, it costs the $25, I see. Yeah, if they lost it, you're probably going to have to do the $25 again. Yeah, that's just how they are. But you want to make sure that they don't lose it. You'd probably want to call somebody before you fax it in and say, is somebody waiting on my fax? Because I know it's $1 a page. Just called them. So you are dealing with the SBA, the tier 2 probably. Yeah, you need to, when you're faxing it, while your fax is going through, you need to be on the phone with somebody who's saying, I'm getting the fax in now, or at least somebody who can verify that, because that $25 a pop, you don't want that to happen too often. But you need to just go through the exact same thing you did. It sounds like you did everything right, other than them losing a fax. You just got to resubmit the fax. I know, the extra $25. That sucks. Hopefully your loan is much more than $25. But yeah, Chris, it's the same way with me. Rachel, I kept calling and they had no idea where the fax was. I'm dealing with just email. Yeah, I'm dealing with just email too, and phone calls as well. Until I get, here's the key, everybody. Once you get an email with a loan officer's number on it, a different number than what you would contact tier 2 with the SBA or the regular SBA number. Once you get a different number in an email, pay attention to that email. If that email has a separate number that you can call, go through that one. Try to see if there's a loan officer with a name who can actually get you, be in front of your papers, be in front of the fax machine that's going to be pushing your faxes through. But yeah, Rachel, that sucks. And you want to make sure, I kept calling and they had no idea where the fax was. when you're calling an SBA agent, realize this. You're probably talking to some kid or adult who just got the job online and is doing the job in their house, in a room, in a bedroom or in their living room, wherever they're at. But most of these people are not actually in the office of the SBA. And there's many offices of the SBA. Some are state, some are federal, some are in Washington, D.C., some are in your county. But most of the employees that are doing this right now are just homegrown employees that they hired through temporary services. I know. Trust me, I know, because I got one working in my house. Not me. But most of them are just temporary kids, even college kids that may need a job. So they're not going to get your fax with the person on the phone. You're going to get your fax through where the SBA agent, the federal building is. So when you send your fax in, you got to make sure that person on the phone is on touch with somebody over here saying, hey, the fax coming in. Hey, yeah, hold on 1 second. It's going through. Now push the fax through. Are they open now? Yes, they have a good number. Did you call the tier 2 number, Rachel? They're not open right now. They close at 8. I'm sorry, but the offices are open, but they close at 8, and I believe they are open on Saturdays. So you could call them tomorrow. But you should have the tier 2 number. Usually you get it with somebody. Here, I'll put that number down here for you. And they usually answer that within minutes. But you probably already have this number. I just put the number down there for Rachel. Yeah, it's when you get these people on the phone, you say, look, I am going to fax this again. It cost me $25 last time I faxed it, and I got to fax it again. So can I have you on the line while I'm faxing this, and you have the person who's in front of the fax, they're picking it up, because it's an expensive, I know. I went through this about 2 weeks ago with a fax, not through the SBA, but somebody sent me a fax. I was paying $1 a page because I had to stop at some local store on the way when I was going somewhere else, and the people had pushed it through twice. So instead of spending $32, I ended up spending $64 because I got 2 faxes instead of 1. Now I ended up paying for it, and I know how it feels to have to pay for a fax in the first place, yet alone double up on it. It sucks, Rachel. I feel you on that. That sucks. So make sure you're on the phone with this agent and say, look, I'm going to send you another fax, but I want to make sure this is going through, and I need to make sure that you're helping me making sure it's going through. And don't be rude, of course. If the person will be nice, and just have somebody on the phone when you're sending it. Thank you. And then Chris Hoffman says, I am copying it too, just to be sure, so you have it. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Hopefully that'll help. And usually somebody will answer within the second or third ring. Some of the people are nice, some of the people are mean. But I always try to be nice to them. All right, guys. Well, once again, if you scroll up, we will see that Mahendra Chatura. Okay, I got so disgusted because Rachel said that. I got so disgusted because they couldn't find fax for 2 months. I got so mad because they didn't bother to contact me, so I hung up. They said I could email it. Yeah, that's the system we're dealing with. You see, remember, the system is being made as we go. This system was never meant to do that, what it's doing now, and the new system is basically being made by people like you and me who sometimes have to pay for more faxes than we should. And they said I could email it. Why couldn't you just email it? I don't get that, why you have to fax it. This is 2020. I didn't know we were still dealing with this paper, but they haven't asked me for any faxes yet. If they do, I'll be ready. If they do, I will be ready. They were new. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like I said, most of these agents are new, and they're not in a place where they're actually at a place with a fax machine to be able to take your fax. So you got to make sure that they get on the horn or even call their supervisor, because they can call 2 people at once and do a group call with the main office and say, a fax is coming in from Rachel Phillips. Somebody be there to pick this up because they lost their first one. And then they can do that for you. It might take a little longer because they're going to have to wait for an officer to be on the other end to go through the fax, but it's worth it, especially if it's going to help you get this loan. Anyway, again, guys, thank you for watching. It's been a slow night, and I'm okay with that. Hopefully, is there a game on tonight or something? I'm only got 16 viewers. Chris Hoffman says, when I got the original loan, I didn't have to fax or anything. Yeah, you shouldn't have to on your second one. I mean, Rachel Phillips, I've never seen that before. So I've never seen anybody have to fax yet. That's the first thing I've heard of a fax, but it's the first time I've seen a few things like for the denial when they denied me because I made too much this year. And I still was 80% less than I was last year. That didn't make sense to me. And so what they're saying right now really isn't making a whole lot of sense to any of us. That's why we have to keep on pushing through and keep on pushing through. And by the end of the day, we'll have a good story to tell on the money that we've made. Thanks for watching, Rachel. If you need anything else, let me know if I can help in any way. Samir! Because I didn't file my new business taxes yet in 2019. Oh, okay. But they should still be able to do that by email. Samir is in the house. What's up? Hello, boss. Keep up the good work. Hey, Samir, you know what? I really missed you. And this is what I did. For Samir, oh, wow, you filed in July, Rachel? Wow, that's... And that's about right. That you're right there in the middle of everything. Hopefully you filed before July 11th. Then you get the grant too. But if you didn't, that's cool. Hey, Samir, I was thinking about you today, because you come with all this wisdom and knowledge to the channel. And he comes here and gives us great advice. And if we're not getting the loan, Samir told me, he said, hey, Speak, if you're not getting the loan, all you have to do is send them a picture of you crying that you're not getting the loan. So I did this thing and I called it the Samir excuse. Samir, this is for you. Which one do you like? You like that one? You like that one? That's a good one. If you're not getting the loan, people, use the Samir excuse. This is the Samir excuse. I like it. It's great, Samir. I didn't get my loan. Okay, that's enough. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to get that out. That was the Samir excuse. I got that for you. They did me too, Tim. Oh, cool. Okay, Tim. They asked 2 times for the 4506. I sent it out 3 times. That's so funny, Tim, that better than the credit boost. You like that? Yeah, thanks. Okay, Tim, that's so fun. Their hours of operations are usually 8 to 8. 8 in the morning till 8 at night. Tim, and apparently Chris too, and apparently speaknsee too, because they told me this is the 3rd one I'm putting in, the 3rd letter, and I've got to put in the same letter with the same forms that I did on the 1st letter. They want the exact same thing I did. They want exactly what I filled out the first time for the 3rd one. I don't get it. And neither do they. That's the thing. Because if we were dealing with an agency that had their ducks in a row here, they would only need one. They'd look it over and they would have a process that they go through and they would pinpoint what's a yay and what's a nay. They haven't got there yet. So I'm this week, probably tomorrow, maybe, or whatever. I'm going to give you guys a video of the 3 phone calls that I got, or that I gave to the SBA. I recorded them and recorded them on video as well. The first one was one excuse. The second one was the next excuse. And the third one was a third excuse. And the emails that I got back, the first 2 were spitting images of one another. They were copy and paste excuses why they denied my loan. So they really don't have the correct analysis or analytics to figure out who gets and who doesn't get the loan, which is where we come in, which is how we can actually benefit from this to say, hey, I am an eligible employee or an eligible business and I should get the loan. Anyway, I guess that's it for tonight, guys. Their hours of operation, again, let me double check on that for you, but I believe it's 8 to 8. 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. I take that back, Sue. Their operations are 9 in the morning till 6 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. They must have just changed it. They must have just changed that because I've been calling it 7. It's been 8 to 8, but now that maybe they've got more employees, they don't need to be as much time. I don't know. They must have just changed that. On the first round, Tim Bowman says, on the first round, they approved me for $81K. Second round should be easier since we already have a file established. 2019 taxes are higher than 2018's. I agree. And it has been easier for some people, Tim. It has been easier for we talked to Mahendra Chatura was here earlier. She just got $10,000 for her second round. And she said she just gave him some simple paperwork, basic paperwork. And she got hers. So Ivan G says, I believe it says top right corner of my original Eidl advance application. It says October 31st, 2020 was the expiration date. I was denied for the loan initially. Do you think I can still get it? You can still file and try to get it. Right now, if you put in a reconsideration letter, the 31st, I'm not sure about that. I believe that's extended now because they still have money in the pot. But you can still do a reconsideration form for it, Ivan G, and people are still getting paid with the Eidl loans right now. People who have been declined are still getting money. We have people on here all the time that have been declined after declined and reconsideration letter after finally they hit the right person, they hit the right note, they called the right senator, they did the right thing. They got the loan in there for them. I was denied for the loan initially. Do you think I can still get it? It all depends your situation on that too. I can't say, yeah, I think you can still get it, but everybody has a chance if they apply. If you're in doubt, apply. But if you've already applied, reconsider. You need to send a reconsideration loan, but why not? Give it a shot, Ivan G. I've seen people who I didn't think that I would look at your application and I say, no, they're not going to get it. They got it. So, just give it a shot. That's all I can say, Ivan. Nothing to lose, right? Anyway, guys, I guess that's it. You guys have a blessed night. If you have any more questions, I will be on probably not tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing a Halloween gig outside, an outreach for the church and all that fun stuff. And tonight, it was a slow night. I mean, I wonder what's going on out there. Is Trump in town? Thank you, Ivan. Thank you for watching. And Samir, you guys have a good night. It was good seeing everybody again. Chris Hoffman, I made a mistake when the first loan was approved. Wait a minute. I'm going to come back here for Chris. I made a mistake when the first loan, I only took half of what I was approved for because I thought things wouldn't last so long. Crazy mistake. So hoping modification could be easier. Hopefully it will be. and I've heard a few people say they wish they would have went ahead and took the whole thing in the first loan, Chris. Because honestly, I think the whole thing's going to be forgiven anyway. It might not be, and we'll pay the 30-year mortgage. We'll pay it as we should. But I think it's going to be forgiven sooner than later. So I would take the whole thing if I were you. Chris Hoffman, with that in mind, yeah, right? Yeah, I took the whole thing on mine. So Tim Bowman says that's for all the information you're giving out. Thank you, Tim. Thanks for watching, brother. It was a good night, guys. Once again, congratulations. If you scroll up to Mahendra Chituria, just told us earlier she got 10K on her second round. Congratulations. It's all you. And guys, thanks again for watching. You guys have a blessed night. Bye. Somebody say, hey, we want a 10K. 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 Me and my friends, we like to play this game. Some call us annoying, but we think it's a shame. We all find time to chat and go live and get with the House and Senate on the phone and online. We even tweet the press when we feel like we're stuck on Bill S4227. We'll say you're out of luck, but I think that it's time that they hear our Good night,
voice,
Rachel.
and then we
Don't
say
wanna miss anybody.
it louder
Good night, Donnie.
because it's
Good
our
night,
choice.
John.
We say,
Good night, Callaway.
hey, we want a 10K.
Good night, Reed. Good night, Road Lion. Good night, Mahendra.
Okay, that's good.
Good night,
that's
Ashana.
Good. I
Good night,
can't.
John Hall.